great to be here at the Windmill Tap House, Natural Cafe. How about a nice hand for Perry and for Nick? Funny stuff, I like that. I like performing here. I've never been to this location. I performed at the Windmill Tap House in Brandon many times. I always like coming out here. It's always a good vibe. And I like the fact that it's like a health food kind of place and stuff like that, because I'm into health and fitness and nutrition. I'm a dietitian. That's what I studied in school. I told someone, I said, I studied dietetics in school. He said, why would you want to get involved in Dianetics? I said, no, you don't understand. I tell people how to stock their cupboard, not the teachings of L. Ron Hubbard. But a friend of mine just told me, he's like, Dan, you're a dietitian. He's like, my doctor just told me I've got diabetes. Of course, he doesn't want to take responsibility. You know, nobody wants to take responsibility. He's like, I can't help it. Diabetes runs in my family. I said, no, the problem is nobody runs in your family. People always ask me questions about food. They're like, an avocado, is that like a fruit or a vegetable? I said, well, there's two different kinds. Now, if it's from Florida, it's a vegetable. But it's from California, it's definitely a fruit. So, Southwest has a new policy now. Only dogs and cats are allowed on the airplane for a support animal. It's true. So I flew recently on Southwest, and I tried to bring my python onto the plane, but they said, I'm sorry, we don't allow snakes on the plane. I said, it's okay, my snake doesn't need any leg room. But they weren't hearing it. They were like, what condition do you have that requires a support animal? I said, I suffer from a reptile dysfunction. They weren't buying it. I tried to appeal the decision, but I really didn't have a leg to stand on. So, you know. So I'm on the plane. I don't have my support animal. I'm nervous and stuff. So immediately, first thing I do is order a drink from the stewardess. She's like, what do you want to drink? I'm like, I don't care. Whatever the pilot's drinking, that's fine with me. You know, I don't care. The thing about flying, though, it's like, you know, it used to be like back in the day, it used to be like you flew, you paid one price for your ticket, and that's it. Now they charge you for it. They nickel and dime you for every little thing. The last time I flew, they charged me extra for emotional baggage. Having a Jewish mother, it cost me a fortune, I'll tell you. Oy vey. It was tough for me growing up. I remember in school, my friends would go on a field trip. Of course, my mom would take me on a guilt trip. You know, it was tough for me growing up. I got picked on a lot. All the kids in the block used to laugh at me, make fun of me. Yeah, I showed them I became a comedian. And nobody's laughing now. But it was hard for me. We were very poor growing up because my father's a rabbi. It was really hard for him to bring home the bacon. I mean, we were so kosher in my house, I wasn't even allowed to have a piggy bank. Or a ham radio. I'll tell you, it was rough, folks. And I used to get in trouble for squealing on my brothers, you know. I remember when I was growing up, I had a crush on the girl next door. Her name was Laureen. She was like really pretty. Sometimes we'd play doctor. Usually she'd be the doctor and I'd be the malpractice attorney. One time I invited her over for dinner at my house, and I told her, I said, my dad's a rabbi. At our house, we pray before we eat. She's like, we don't have to do that at my house because my mom's a good cook. When I was born, my father was 48 years old. That's true. We used to go out together. People thought it was my grandfather. I used to be jealous of all the kids in the block. I'd see them out playing baseball, football with their dad. The only thing we ever did together was like take a nap.